Turning trouble into treasure. Drought-stressed corn as a golden opportunity for livestock feed. When the skies refuse to rain and the sun scorches relentlessly, cornfields suffer. For many dairy farmers, drought spells disappointment and financial loss, especially when corn fails to reach full grain maturity. But what if this seemingly failed crop could become an unexpected blessing? What if drought-stressed corn, instead of being written off, could be converted into valuable livestock feed? Yes, that's right. Drought-stressed corn can be a game changer in your dairy cattle nutrition strategy, especially in times when every forage source matters. This underutilized resource holds significant potential to support cattle health and farm resilience, if handled wisely. How to make the most of drought-stressed corn. Harvesting drought-stressed corn for silage is the most common and practical approach. Even if grain development is poor, the stalks and leaves can still provide solid nutrition. The fermentation process helps reduce harmful nitrates by up to 50%, making it safer for dairy cattle. Properly chopped and packed silage can store well and retain its nutritional value. Aim to harvest when the whole plant moisture is between 60% to 70% to ensure optimal fermentation. Always test the crop before and after ensiling. Drought can cause nitrate accumulation, which poses toxicity risks to livestock. If you suspect high nitrate levels, delay harvest until after a rain, as nitrate concentrations can drop in 3 to 5 days. If you can't ensile the corn, consider baling the stover, the stalks and leaves. Cut the plants 8 to 10 inches above ground while there's still some green tissue. Allow enough time to dry the material thoroughly to prevent spoilage during storage. Baling does not reduce nitrate levels. Feed testing is non-negotiable. Another viable method is to graze dairy cattle directly on standing drought-damaged corn. Use controlled strip grazing to limit intake and avoid digestive upset. Dairy cattle often consume the more energy-dense parts, e.g., ears or leaves, first, which can create imbalances or even acidosis. This method is best suited to experienced managers who can closely monitor animal health and forage conditions. Important considerations before feeding. Always test for nitrates, especially when using drought-affected corn. High nitrate levels can be deadly to cattle. Though drought-stressed corn may be low in energy due to poor grain fill, it often retains reasonable protein and fiber content. Drought impacts fields unevenly. Walk your fields, sample widely, and adjust your feeding strategy accordingly. A global trend, making resilience a reality. Across the globe, dairy farmers in drought-prone regions, such as India's Gadchiroli district, are increasingly turning to drought-resilient crops like corn and utilizing stover and silage for feeding dairy cattle. These adaptive strategies echo a growing global shift toward climate-smart agriculture and efficient resource use. Conclusion: don't let drought define your outcome. Drought can be a tough pill to swallow, but it doesn't have to be the end of the road. By seeing drought-stressed corn not as a failed crop, but as an opportunity, you can take back control of your dairy farm's productivity and resilience. With smart harvesting, nitrate management, and strategic feeding, you can turn stress into strength, one silage pile at a time. Remember, your corn may have missed its full grain potential, but it can still bring value to your dairy herd and bottom line.